Welcome back to Southern California Prep Insider. Tommy and Sarah still here at La Habra High School getting ready for this football game to be underway. But here comes the part of the show we call Building Character. We bring you the other side of sports.
That's right. Christian Pedersen has a story for us this week about a Hilltop coach who was never going to let any obstacle get in his way.
You have to be strong to play football. But as Hilltop High School coach John Molina has learned, you have to be even stronger to handle life.
I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. It's a rare type of cancer that usually hits ages between 10 to 20. I got diagnosed at 22.
In the days following the diagnosis, he learned just how deep of a bond football had become in his life.
The team is definitely my family. These from the coaching staff to the players to the parents. It's been a huge part of my life, and still having it keeps me motivated to keep fighting and not give up and just keep pushing, because these kids push on 4 days throughout the week for one night, and Friday nights they're just great.
Molina had an even deeper connection to draw upon. One of his former linemen, Sean Byrne, had been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer early last year.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely been it's tough at some days, but I force myself to get out of bed and come to football practice and help these kids get better every day. Just for the fact that kids like Sean Byrne, 18-year-old, 17-year-old kid, getting diagnosed and getting a huge portion of his life taken away, and him being able to push through it makes me feel like my struggle is nothing. Last year, when he got diagnosed, it was definitely tough seeing one of my players being diagnosed, being in the hospital, and I went to visit him when he got diagnosed, and he was just smiling. You would have never thought he was ever diagnosed with cancer or anything like that. He was just smiling, and that's kind of helped me out in a sense. Just remembering him when I visited him in the hospital.
Having already begun his battle with cancer, Sean was able to share a great deal of courage and inspiration with his former coach.
So when I got diagnosed, I was in the hospital waiting for brain surgery for quite a while, about 2 weeks. And in that, the whole football team came to visit me. And I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have, had a positive attitude without their support.
For Sean, his amazingly positive attitude has already inspired him to give back to others going down the same path, including his former coach.
My nonprofit is called Rivers of Hope Cancer Project. We had to start off on GoFundMe because all the legal stuff takes quite a while. And basically, I personally know how lonely this road can be. You can have the support from everyone in your family and friends, but unless you talk to someone that's been through it themselves, nobody else really understands. So I started this nonprofit giving gifts to other children with cancer. And so just to show that even though I'm still fighting, that I'm still nurturing others.
Together, these young men are bravely standing against cancer and inspiring an entire community to grow with their strength.
It takes a toll on your life, treatment-wise, everything, but it definitely shows you self-strength. How much you are, shows you what type of person you are. Before this, I never thought I knew I was a strong person, but I never knew how strong. And through this treatment process and through this battle, it's really showed me how strong I am and how strong I could be. And that's one thing a lot of people will never really know, and I pray that they don't really have to know that feeling of how strong they really are.